Hello and thank you for joining today's webinar. My name is Majid and today I'm going to be showing you how to create interactive course content using a new tool called H5P. H5P is something that's trending in the e-learning world right now, especially in the Moodle community, because there's a new Moodle plugin available for this content so that you can create this content within your Moodle course. And one of the main reasons why it's so popular is because it's a very easy way of creating lots of different types of content, and all of it is compatible with Moodle as well. So I'll be showing you this very soon. So what does H5P do? H5P allows teachers or content creators to create rich and interactive course content, such as they might display a video to their audience, and within the video you might want to have some embedded questions to ask the audience, and these questions are also part of the Moodle gradebook. So if they get the questions right or wrong, the grade for that activity is recorded within the Moodle gradebook, which is very nice, and it kind of works very nicely together. Anything that you create is very easy to do, and anything that you create can be shared with colleagues. You can download everything that you create on your Moodle and reuse it in different courses or on a separate site. So everything that you create can be reused or shared with colleagues and friends. There's various content types to use, so there's lots of different question types, like fill in the missing gaps, multiple choice, and things like that. So I'll be going through those with you very shortly. Everything that you do in H5P, all the content that you create is mobile friendly out of the box. So on a tablet device or a mobile device, everything works brilliantly. And H5P is an open source project, which means it's completely free to use as well, which is a bonus. So in this walkthrough today, I'm going to be basically demonstrating and showing you an existing course that I've created with examples of some of the content types that I found quite interesting. I will show you the the H5P main website as well, where you can see a full list of examples that you can utilize. If you want the plugin installed, I would suggest you contact the support team at Overnet Data so this can be done for you, because I believe the plugin won't be installed currently. Okay, so we'll close this PowerPoint down and then we'll go through our demo Moodle again. So this is our demo Moodle which we've used in the past, and I've created a course called H5P Examples at the very top here. So this is the course where you'll find all the examples, and if I go to the top here, I've also got a tab open which is the h5p.org website. So if you log on to h5p.org, you'll come to a page similar to this, and there is a page called Examples and Downloads. So here you can find all the different examples. So these three at the top here, presentations, videos and memory games, they're the most popular items, the featured items, but there are lots of other content types such as accordions and charts and lots of different quiz question types, that kind of thing. So feel free to have a browse of that. I'm just going to go back into our course, and if I click on making a fresh smoothie, this is a interactive video. So you can see as a student or a participant, you can see this is a big play button here which you would play first of all. Once the video is played, you can see in the timeline that there are blue and purple little dots. Okay, so when these appear, you can click on the buttons, and you can answer the questions that appear in front of you. So if I click on an answer, click on check, that will then be stored against the gradebook once I complete this video. If I press continue, that will play the video, and once the next dot appears, and you'll see a new button appear. So you can see there's some buttons across the top here. This is a different question type. So highlight the ingredients that have been added so far. So strawberries and blueberries, for example. Yeah, so we've got both of those right. And we can press continue. If I go to the start, you can see the ingredients list at the very top here. So you can add labels as well. So this is just a label of showing the ingredients. It's not actually a question or a question type as such. So this is an example of a video that you can have on your course with some questions embedded within it. The same can be done for presentations as well. So H5P has an alternative way of creating presentations. So if you have a look at the next section here called Introduction to Cloudberries, you can see that this is in fact a presentation content type. So if I click on this, I can see lots of different slides here. So there's 10 different slides, and the ones that have a dot in the middle have a question associated to them. So if I click on the next slide, you can see there's a question embedded here. So I'm just going to answer with Amber, and then it moves on to the next slide or the next question. There's 2 questions on this slide. So I'm just going to guess the answer here. Same again. You can see the answers as well. So the little things that you can do here, and everything is very easy to do. So this is an example of a presentation. You can skip to different slides as well by clicking the arrows or using the arrow keys on the keyboard. You've also got the option to print out the content and also go into full screen as well. So I'm just going to go back into the course page. So that was an example of a presentation. And if I go down further, there's other content types as well. So we've got one called flashcards. So you can see the phrases in Spanish, and there's a picture of blueberries. And if you click on turn, it gives you the answer, that is blueberries. If I click on the next one, you'll see a better example, which has a bigger picture. And then that's the phrase in Spanish. If you click on the audio, it will play the phrase in Spanish. And when you click on turn, it gives you the translation in English. So it's a good way of learning a language, that kind of thing. So it's useful for MFL. So that one's called flashcards. And if I go down further, you can see there's other types of questions as well. So this is a single answer one here. So you would choose one answer, and then that's the answer done there. So it moves on to the next question. So it's very easy to create these. I will show you how to do that in a second. I'll just go through some other examples. So there's a drag and drop one as well. You can see a full list of them on the H5P website. And this is just an accordion panel. So if you click on cherries, you can read more about cherries, that kind of thing, and cranberries. So all the content is displayed very nicely. So rather than having to use the Moodle label, you can use one of these. Just embed these into your course. Further down, you've also got what we call memory cards. So if I click on one of these, it shows a picture. I have to click on another one to match them. So that was a fairly lucky attempt there. If I choose another one, got 2 out of 2 there. And got that one wrong. That one up. That one and that one match together, which means that these 2 will match as well. So you can see at the bottom how much time you spent, how many cards you've turned as well. Little things like that, quite useful. And further down, you've also got what we call a timeline as well. So this is something that you can create. It'll be useful for history, those kind of subjects. So you can click the arrows, and it shows you different content within timeline that you set. Okay, so next thing to show you is how to add one of these activities. So to start off with, if you have the plugin installed on your Moodle site, the first thing to do is try and use one of the examples that have been provided. So if you go to the H5P website, you can go into, let's say, one of these examples, and let's have a look. We've got one called Find the Hotspot. If I click on this, I can download this from the H5P website by clicking this download link, and that will download a H5P file onto my computer. So one of the examples here is to upload pre-existing H5P content. So this is what I'm doing here. So if I click on the add an activity option and then choose interactive content, so this is a plugin that you will have installed on Moodle, and then if you click on add, you will see the plugins form. So this is the actual form that you need to fill in. So this will be the title, so I'll just call it find the hotspot. And then if I go down further, you've got two options under action. So because we've got a file that we need to upload, we need to choose upload here, and then we just need to click on choose a file, or just drag and drop the file into our little window there. So I'm just going to click on choose file, go into downloads, and there's my file. If I click on open, I can now upload this file into my course. I don't need to create any content, it's all been created for me. But once I add the content, I can edit that content as well. Okay, so you can see there's a new activity here. If I click on the activity, you'll see that it displays within my Moodle page. So this is how it appears. Okay, so if I go back, I should be able to also edit this activity. So if I click on edit settings here, I can see this is what I have currently. So if I wanted to change the file, I could remove this file and upload a new file. I can edit the image here as well, and I can click on the hotspots tab here and choose and modify the hotspots where they are and where they link to as well. So you can click on edit here and you can choose if it's correct, and the feedback here as well. So it's very, very easy to use. Okay, so that's one way of making a start with this, using the examples just to give you a gist of how it works. But if you wanted to create your own content, then it's just a case of clicking on add an activity, choosing again interactive content, but rather than choosing the upload option, you want to choose the create option. So I'm just going to call it I've got a video of a bunny, so I'm just going to use that. Well, quite a big bunny, and I'm just going to use the create option, and then in the editor option I'm going to choose interactive video, which is just here. So there's lots of different content types here, so I'm only using one today, which is interactive video. But once that's loaded, it loads the video editor for me, and the first thing I need to do, which is a required field, it has a red star against it, is to upload my video file. So if I click on select file, I can now upload my video, which is just here. So I've got a sample video here. That's just uploading now. It's about halfway done. Okay, so the video file has been uploaded successfully, so you can see that the MP4 file there. The next thing you want to do is, well, you can change other settings such as behavior settings and text settings here just by clicking these and changing the terminology used. You don't have to do that. The next thing you want to do is add interactions. So this will then display the first frame of your video. So this video is 2 minutes and 50 seconds, as you can see. But you can choose to add different types of content here. So if I click on which one's it? So this is drag and drop. So I can click on single. It's called a single choice there, but you have to drag and drop the answer into the right area. So if I choose the display time, so I'm going to say display this after 15 seconds. So when it comes to 15 seconds, I want to pause the video. I want to display as a button, and then you will choose what the label will be. So I'll just call it answer this question, and then the question goes into the question box here. So here you would type the question you want to ask. Did the big bunny yawn? And then the answers will be down here. So you would say yes, or you would say no, and let's click on done there. Oh, I've chosen the single choice set there. Let me just close that. So there is another one I can use. Multiple choice. Let's use multiple choice. So again, 15 seconds. So at 15 seconds, I'm going to pause this video. I'm going to present the audience with a video over the button, and then the button's going to be labeled with answer this question, and then the question will be, did the big bunny yawn? And then the text will be yes. Yes is the correct answer, so I will tick this, and then the next option is no, and the correct answer, well, that's not the correct answer, so I'm just going to leave that unticked. You can add another one as well, so you can say something like don't know, for example, and again it's a wrong answer, so I don't need to click on this checkbox here. So if I click on done, you can see there's a little purple button there now. If I play the video, I can preview this as well, so you don't have to always make changes to your save the changes to your video or your content. So when it comes to 15 seconds, you can see the video is paused automatically because I asked for it to be paused, and then you can see this is the thing that will pop up. Okay, so let's just save that and see our current progress. If I click on save and return to course, that will take us back to the course main page, and I can click on the activity. Okay, so this is loading the video now, so you can see the videos in full screen. I can use full screen as well, which is an option in the corner there. I can adjust the volume, and these videos are played on a tablet and mobile devices as well, because they're non-flash content. It's all built in HTML5. So once this 15 seconds arrives, you can see I have to click on answer this question, and then this is the question that's come up. So if I click on yes and check, I can now continue and play the rest of the video. Okay, so I'll just pause that there. We can always make changes. So if I can click on edit settings here, and then I can go back into the activity settings, click on add interactions, and I can add further interactions as well. So it's all perfectly fine. You can add text at the top here as well, so you can display some text. So this text might be some information. So in the example that the H5P website provide is a recipe, so you can put like a paragraph of text in if you want, that kind of thing. So you can add labels. They don't have to be quiz questions, that kind of thing, but these are all the different tools that you can use at the top here. So from the left you can insert images, create links to different websites as well, insert a table. You've got the option to click and drag to place statements. So there's lots of different things that you can do in here. So that's interactive video. Let's just go back to the course page. Under my courses, H5P examples. If I click on the plus button here, choose interactive content again. This time I'm creating a new activity, and this time what I'll do is I'll just create a quick quiz question. So if I click on create in the editor, I can choose from different types of quiz questions. So if I choose multiple choice, so you don't have to use a quiz activity in Moodle anymore. You can just use this, which is a much more simpler way of creating activities. And the good thing is it links with your Moodle gradebook as well. So when the students take part in this activity, the grades will be recorded within the Moodle gradebook within the course. So it's very easy. Questions go in here, so you can use bold and italics in here as well. So and then text answers go here. So I'll just put Zagreb, which is the correct answer. I'll just add another one as well, and then add another option by clicking the button, and then in here I will type in another city, and then finally I'll add one more, which will be London. Okay, that's all you need to do here. Once you've done that, you can just go click on save and return, and that will take you back into the course, and you can see you've got a quiz question here. This is what it will look like to your audience, to your students. So I click on Budapest and check. That's the wrong answer actually. Let's retry. It was Zagreb. Check. And it's very easy to use. It easily engages your students to use Moodle as well, I think. So yeah, I'd definitely give it a try. Have a go at using H5P. As I said right at the beginning, you won't have this activity installed on your Moodle site. So if you don't find it on your list of activities, when you click on that add an activity, then all you need to do is just send an email to support@overnetdata.com, and we will be able to install this for you. Okay, so I'm just going to go back into my presentation, just finish off things. I hope you found this webinar useful. It is something that's trending in the Moodle community, so I would encourage you guys to use this activity, have a play with it. I'm sure you'll find it useful, and the total benefit will be for students really when they participate in your courses.